Hamıya salam. Bugün Kral Şir'in, yəni Lion King'in ikinci hissəsini qulaq asacağıq. Deməli, keçən dəfəkini yadınıza salmaq istəyirsinizsə, birinci hissədə nə olmuşdu? Qayıdın birinci hissə olan videoya. Baxın, sonra da ardıcıl olaraq buna baxın. Biz davam edək. Deməli, Simba huşunu itirdikdən sonra, o ki, səhralıq bir yerdə uzanmışdı. Sonra nə oldu? After some time, Simba opened his eyes and saw two animals standing over him, a warthog and a meerkat. Müəyyən bir vaxtdan sonra Simba gözlərini açdı və üstündə iki dənə heyvanın dayandığını gördü. Yəni başı üzərində. Standing over him, başı üzərində dayandığını gördü. Bunlardan biri vəhşi Afrika donuzu idi, biri də surikat. He isn't dead, cried Pumba, the warthog. Deməli, bu Afrika donuzunun adı Pumba'dır. O öyle değil. Pumba qışqırdı. Lions eat meerkats, said Timon the meerkat. Şirlər surikatları yeyir. Bu surikat olan Timon dedi. But perhaps this lion can be our friend. Friends don't eat friends. Ama ola bilər ki, güman ki bu şir bizim dostumuz olacaq. Dostlar dostlarını yemir. It was the start of a different life for Simba with his two new friends. Yəni bu Simba'nın iki yeni dostu ilə fərqli bir həyatının başlanğıcı idi. Və different sözü həm müxtəlif, həm fərqli mənasında işlənə bilir. Dead sözünü də qarışdırmayaq. Dead bir neçə cürdür. Bir var ölü, dead. Death ölümdür. Die isə ölməkdir. Simba lived with Timon and Pumbaa for many years. Simba became a big lion. Simba, Timon və Pumbaa ilə uzun illər yaşadı və Simba böyük bir şir oldu. Yəni böyüdü. For many years, uzun illər. Bilirik ki, müddət bildirəndə, yəni müəyyən bir tutaq ki, uzun illərin ərzini bildiriksə, for deyirik. One day, the three friends were in a new part of the jungle. Bir gün bu üç dost cəngəlliyin yeni bir hissəsində idilər. Suddenly, a lioness jumped out at Pumbaa. Birdən bu dişi şir Pumba'nın üstünə hoppandı. Help! Cried the warthog. She's going to eat me. Kömək eləyin. Bu donuz qışqırdı. O məni yiyəcək. She's going to eat me. O məni yiyəcək. Yəni bilirsiniz ki, artıq yiyəcək. Onda deyirsiniz, she's going to eat. Simba heard his friend and jumped between the lioness and the warthog. Simba dostunu eşitdi və dostu ilə bu dişi şirin arasına girdi, arasına hoppandı. The two lions started to fight. İki şir dalaşmağa başladılar. But then Simba stopped and said, Nala? Birdən Simba dayandı, sonra Simba dayandı və dedi. Nala? The lioness stopped. Simba? She asked. O dişi şir dayandı. Simba? O soruşdu. The two lions started to laugh. İki şir gülmeye başladı. Laugh, gülmek. What's happening here? Asked Timon. Do you know her? Burada ne baş verir? Ne olub burada? Sen onu tanıyırsan? Yes, Nala was my best friend years ago, cried Simba. Hə, Nala mənim illər əvvəl ən yaxşı dostum idi, Simba qışqırdı. Deməli, burada belə bir ifadə var. What's happening here? Burada nə baş verir? Nə olub? What's going on here? Belə də deyirlər bunu. What's going on here? Burada nə baş verir? Nə olub? Do you know her? Sən onu tanıyırsan? That evening, Nala told Simba about life at home. Həmən axşam Nala Simbaya evdəki həyat haqqında danışdı. Scar is king now and the hyenas work for him, she said. There's no food and no water for the lions. Life is terrible. Simba, you must go back and help. You are the true king. I am not the king, Simba cried, and I can't go back. He walked away angrily. İndi Scar kraldır ve kaftarlar onun üçün işləyirlər. O dedi. Şirlər üçün yemək və ya su yoxdur. Life is terrible. Həyat dəhşətlidir. Simba, sən geri qayıtmalısan və kömək eləməlisən. Əsl kral sənsən. Mən kral deyiləm, Simba qışqırdı və mən gedə bilmərəm. Geri qayıda bilmərəm. O əsəbi tərzdə getdi. Nala doesn't understand, Simba said. I can never go back. I can't change the past. Nala başa düşmür, Simba dedi. Mən heç vaxt geri qayıda bilmərəm. I can never go back. Mən heç vaxt geri qayıda bilmərəm. I can't change the past. Mən keçmişi dəyişə bilmərəm. I can't change. Mən dəyişə bilmərəm. He remembered Mufasa's words to him from years ago and looked up at the dark sky. O, illər əvvəl Mufasanın ona dediyi sözləri xatırladı və qaranlıq səmaya baxdı. Remembered, xatırladı. Mufasa's words. Görürsünüz, apostrof üstü Mufasanın sözləri to him, ona. You said to me, I am always going to be there for you. Mən həmişə sənin üçün orada olacağam. But you are not. Amma sən yoxsan. He shouted. O qışqırdı. Simba wanted to see his father. Simba atasını görmək istəyirdi. But then a voice said, Simba. Amma sonra bir səs dedi. Simba. Simba looked up. Father. Simba yuxarı baxdı. Ata. The clouds above him moved into a new shape. It was Mufasa. Deməli, onun başının üzərindəki buludlar yeni bir forma aldılar. O Mufasa idi. Shape, formadır. I live inside you. Simba, the old king said. Simba, mən sənin daxilində, içərində yaşayıram. Yaşlı kral dedi. You must remember that. You are my son and the one true king. Remember. Sən bunu yadda saxlamalısan. Sən mənim oğlumsan və yeganə əsl kralsan. Yadında saxla. The light started to go. İşıq getməyə başladı. Don't leave, cried Simba. Getmə, Simba qışqırdı və yaxud da ağladı. But the sky was dark again. Amma səma yenə qaraldı. Simba understood. He could not run from the past. He had to go home. Simba başa düşdü. O, keçmişdən qaça bilməz. O, evə getməli idi. After he ran for hours across the desert, he came to the Pride Lands. O, səhra boyunca saatlarla qaçdıqdan sonra Pride torpaqlarına gəldi. He was surprised. O təəccübləndi. Years ago, it was a beautiful place, but not now. İllər əvvəl çox gözəl bir yer idi bura, amma indi deyil. Years ago, illər əvvəl. It was years ago olduğuna görə it was dedikdə keçmiş zamanda. Simba looked behind him. Nala, Timon and Pumbaa were there. Friends help their friends, said Timon. Simba arxasına baxdı. Nala, Timon və Pumbaa orada idilər. Dostlar dostlarına kömək eləyirlər. Timon dedi. Simba found Scar on the high rock. I am the king now, Simba told his uncle. Simba Scar'ı hündür bir qayada tapdı. Kral indi mənəm, Simba əmisinə dedi. But Scar said, tell all the animals your secret. How did Mufasa die? Get bütün heyvanlara öz sirrini de. Mufasa necə öldü? It was an accident, Simba cried. Bu qəza idi, Simba ağladı. Accident, qəza. Suddenly, Scar pushed him back off the rock. Simba nearly fell, but he held on to the top of the rock with his front paws. Birdən Scar onu qayanın üzərindən itələdi. Pushed, itələdi. Mağazaların bəzən qapılarında görürsünüz. Push, itələ, pull, özünə tərəf çək. Simba az qaldı yıxılsın, nearly fell. Az qaldı yıxılsın, ancaq o qayanın başından öz ön pəncələri ilə tutdu. Yəni heyvanlarda bilirsiniz də əl olmur, pəncə olur. So we don't call them hands. Biz onlara əl demirik, paw deyirik, pəncə deyirik. Here is my little secret, said Scar quietly. Bu mənim kiçik sirrimdir. Scar sakitcə dedi. I killed Mufasa. Mufasanı mən öldürmüşəm. At the sound of these words, Simba became stronger. Bu səslərdən, sözlərdən sonra, yəni bu sözlərin təsiri altında Simba daha güclü oldu. He jumped up from the rock and fought Scar. O qayanın üstünə hoppandı. Yəni qayadan hoppandı və Scar ilə dalaşmağa başladı. Scar was strong. Scar güclü idi. Simba was stronger and faster. Simba daha güclü və daha sürətli idi. He pushed Scar down. O Scar'ı aşağı itələdi. Stronger and faster. Bilirsiniz də bunlar sifətin müqayisə dərəcəsidir. Strong, güclü, stronger, daha güclü, fast, sürətli, faster, daha sürətli. Push, yenə də itələmək. Say it louder, he shouted. Daha da yüksəkdən de, o qışqırdı. Louder, daha yüksək. I killed Mufasa, shouted Scar. Mufasanı mən öldürmüşəm, Scar qışqırdı. Now run, Scar, Simba said. Run away and never return. İndi qaç, Scar, Simba ona dedi. Qaç və heç vaxt geri dönmə. It was the start of a new time. Yeni bir dövrün başlanğıcı idi. Simba was the Lion King now, and he was kind and strong. Artıq Kral Şir Simba idi. O mehriban və güclü idi. With his friends next to him, he stood on the high rock and looked down at the lands below him. Yanında dostları ilə o hündür bir qayada dayandı və özündən aşağıda olan torpaqlara baxdı. He remembered his father's words. O atasının sözlərini xatırladı. There was a circle of life, and now Simba was a part of that circle. Həyatın bir dövrü var və indi Simba həmən dövrün bir parçası idi. Və salam. The end. Son. Oldu. Gözəl sonluq. İndi gəlin baxaq görək biz burada nə sözlər öyrəndik. Perhaps. Güman ki, bəlkə. Jungle. Cəngəllik. Laugh. Gülmək. Terrible. Dəhşətli. True. Əsil. Past. Keçmiş. Buradakı indiki zaman keçmiş zaman feilləridir. Shout. Qışqırmaq. Voice. Səs. Above. Yuxarıda. Shape. Forma. Inside. İçində. Behind. Arxasında. Hold. Tutmaq. Paw. Pəncə. Front. Ön. Strong, güçlü. Loud, uca, sesli. Yani yüksek sesli. Şimdi gəlin, istəyirsinizsə qulaq asmaq, istəməyən videonu saxlaya bilər. Qulaq asmaq istəyən isə gəlin, mən bir dəfə bu nağılı başdan ayağa oxuyum, siz də qulaq asın. The Lion King. Mufasa was king of the Pride Lands. He was also Simba's father. Simba liked to sit on the high rock with his father. The two lions looked down on all the lands below them. One day you are going to be the king of all these, Mufasa told his son. Then Mufasa told Simba about the great circle of life. But Mufasa's brother Scar wanted to be king. He told Simba about a place outside the Pride Lands. There were elephant bones there. But it's a secret. Please don't go there, said Scar. It's very dangerous for young lions. Simba was excited. He wanted to know more about the dangerous place. Scar smiled. Secretly, he wanted Simba to go there. Simba told his best friend Nala about the secret place. We're going to the water, they told their mothers. That was not true. They went all the way to the secret place. Wow, look at all the elephant bones, said Nala. The two young lions were excited and afraid. Then they heard a terrible noise. Suddenly, 3 hyenas stood in front of them. This is our place, one hyena said. We eat little lions who come here. The hyenas laughed. Simba and Nala were scared. They ran away fast. But the 3 hyenas ran after them, and they were faster. Suddenly, roar! Mufasa was there. The hyenas turned and ran from the Lion King. I'm sorry, Dad, Simba told Mufasa later that night. He did not want his father to be angry with him. Mufasa pointed to the night sky. Simba, look up at the stars, he said. The great lion kings of the past look down on us from up there. Those kings are always going to be there for you. One day, Scar took Simba into a deep valley. Wait here, he said. You are going to get a surprise. Scar left and Simba waited for the surprise. He was excited. Suddenly, he heard a sound. Feet, hundreds and hundreds of feet. Was this the surprise? Simba looked around. There were hundreds of wildebeests running through the valley. It was a stampede. Simba was very afraid. He tried to run, but there was no safe place in the valley. Help, he shouted. Suddenly Mufasa was there. The king of the lions pushed his way through the wildebeests. He carried Simba in his mouth and put him on a rock high above the stampede. Simba was safe there. Mufasa tried to climb up a bigger rock. He looked up and saw Scar at the top. Help me, brother, said Mufasa. But Scar only smiled. I am going to be the Lion King now, he said. Then he pushed Mufasa down to the stampede below them. From his rock, Simba could not see any of this. After the stampede, Simba climbed down into the valley. Dad, he called. Then he saw Mufasa's body and understood. His father was dead. Scar walked slowly into the valley. What did you do? He asked. It was an accident, answered Simba. He was afraid. What can I do? Run, said Scar. Run away and never return. Simba ran and ran. He was scared and sad. Simba left the land of the lions and started to run across the desert. After hours with only desert all around him, he could not run anymore. He was hungry and thirsty and tired. He fell to the ground and slept. After some time, Simba opened his eyes and saw two animals standing over him, a warthog and a meerkat. "He isn't dead," cried Pumbaa the warthog. "Lions eat meerkats," said Timon the meerkat. "But perhaps this lion can be our friend. Friends don't eat friends." It was the start of a different life for Simba with his two new friends. Simba lived with Timon and Pumbaa for many years. Simba became a big lion. One day, the three friends were in a new part of the jungle. Suddenly, a lioness jumped out at Pumbaa. "Help!" cried the warthog. "She's going to eat me!" Simba heard his friend and jumped between the lioness and the warthog. The two lions started to fight, but then Simba stopped and said, "Nala?" The lioness stopped. "Simba?" she asked. The two lions started to laugh. "What's happening here?" asked Timon. "Do you know her?" "Yes, Nala was my best friend years ago," cried Simba. That evening, Nala told Simba about life at home. "Scar is king now, and the hyenas work for him," she said. "There is no food and no water for the lions. Life is terrible. Simba, you must go back and help. You are the true king." "I am not the king," Simba cried, "and I can't go back." He walked away angrily. "Nala doesn't understand," Simba said. "I can never go back. I can't change the past." He remembered Mufasa's words to him from years ago and looked up at the dark sky. "You said to me, 'I'm always going to be there for you,' but you're not," he shouted. Simba wanted to see his father, but then a voice said, "Simba." Simba looked up. "Father?" The clouds above him moved into a new shape. It was Mufasa. "I live inside you, Simba," the old king said. "You must remember that you are my son and the one true king. Remember." The light started to go. "Don't leave," cried Simba, but the sky was dark again. Simba understood. He could not run from the past. He had to go home. After he ran for hours across the desert, he came to the Pride Lands. He was surprised. Years ago, it was a beautiful place, but not now. Simba looked behind him. Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa were there. "Friends help their friends," said Timon. Simba found Scar on the high rock. "I am the king now," Simba told his uncle. But Scar said, "Tell all the animals your secret. How did Mufasa die?" "It was an accident," Simba cried. Suddenly, Scar pushed him back off the rock. Simba nearly fell, but he held onto the top of the rock with his front paws. "Here's my little secret," said Scar quietly. "I killed Mufasa." At the sound of these words, Simba became stronger. He jumped up from the rock and fought Scar. Scar was strong. Simba was stronger and faster. He pushed Scar down. "Say it louder," she shouted. "I killed Mufasa," shouted Scar. "Now run, Scar," Simba said. "Run away and never return." It was the start of a new time. Simba was the Lion King now, and he was kind and strong. With his friends next to him, he stood on the high rock and looked down at the lands below him. He remembered his father's words. There was a circle of life, and now Simba was a part of that circle. Thank you for listening to me. Size beni dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ettim. Biz de gelen videolarda görüşerik. Sağ olun.